There was an anti-marijuana hearing held in Washington. Apparently, some congressmen on a subcommittee are angry that the federal government isn't enforcing the marijuana laws in Colorado. They want the federal laws enforced in Colorado. So Huffington Post reports here, Senator Jeff Sessions lamented Colorado's legalization of recreational pot, arguing the state had led the march toward national acceptance of pro-marijuana policies. He praised past prevention efforts, such as Nancy Reagan's Just Say No campaign, arguing the federal government once sent a message that, and I quote, "Good people don't smoke marijuana. We need grown-ups in charge in Washington to say marijuana is not the kind of thing that ought to be legalized. That it's, in fact, a very real danger." Okay, there's so much to say about this here. But first of all, isn't it hilarious that the same people that bitch and moan about the nanny state, big government liberals want the nanny state to take care of you, and we want small government and freedom and liberty. Those people, when it comes to marijuana, all of a sudden, he said it right here, we need grown-ups in charge in Washington to say marijuana is not the kind of thing that ought to be legalized. What happened, Mr. Anti-Nanny State? What happened, Mr. I'm against big government? Now he's like, oh, big government to control marijuana use and lock up black people. I mean, what did I say? Lock up criminals. Yeah. I love that. I love that kind of big government. I love it when the nanny state tells you what you can and cannot put in your body, but at the same time that I love that, I'm going to be an idiot and contradict myself and pretend I love freedom and liberty. No, you don't. Those words have a meaning, okay? And if you actually believe in the concepts and the ideas behind it, well, you should be in favor of legalizing marijuana. You should be in favor of legalizing, taxing, and regulating all drugs. But you're not, because again, you're a giant fucking hypocrite. But furthermore, look, he said it right here. Quote, "Good people don't smoke marijuana." No, but this is the old kind of black and white, draconian, old school morality that young, intelligent people today laugh at. Like, Jeff Sessions doesn't get this, but Jeff, we think you're an idiot. Like, I know that I'm being a dick here, but it's true. We think you're a moron. Why? Because this is what, in his mind, morality, like, that's the dividing line. Like, those who smoke weed and those who don't smoke weed, the ones who don't is good people. The ones who do is bad people. That's his moral analysis. This is coming from a guy who voted for the Iraq War and the Patriot Act. No, that's what makes you a bad person. You voted for a war which cost $7 trillion and killed minimum 200,000 civilians in the Middle East. You voted for a piece of legislation that throws in the garbage our Constitution. No more due process, no more habeas corpus, no more protection from unreasonable search and seizure, no more protection from cruel and unusual punishment. So you destroy our Constitution, you vote for an unnecessary war that slaughters civilians, and then you turn around and morally judge people that want to get high a little bit. Fuck off. They're just wrong. They're just wrong. And this is also the same kind of person that discriminates against gays and doesn't want to give them equal rights. You're the moral cretin. You're the bad person. I'm going to impose my will on the gays and not let them live happy lives together because I disagree with them, but the people who smoke weed are bad people. No, you're a bad person. You're a bad person. And I don't know why he's a bad person. Was he brainwashed from when he was a kid into this bullshit ideology? Maybe. Did he actively make a choice even though he thought about it? Maybe. I don't know. But either way, the consequences of your actions are shitty. You're the bad person. It ain't us. And that's the thing, is they look at, like, substance taking as, well, that there's a moral dimension to that. What are you talking about? And would he ever make this judgment of people that drink alcohol is way more dangerous than marijuana? I'm sure he drinks alcohol. Does that mean you're a bad person? You ain't no good person, Jeff Sessions? Fuck you. Like, would you look at somebody who takes, Vicodin after they get into a car accident and their femur snaps? Bad person, you done took a substance. Somebody who takes Xanax because they have severe anxiety or antidepressants because they're depressed. Is that a bad person? Is it a bad person to drink a Red Bull before you play around a golf because you're tired because you didn't sleep much the night before? Is that a bad person? Is it a bad person to have a beer? Bad person to have tequila? No, but marijuana, ooh, bad person. And remember, the drug war disproportionately targets black people. That's a fact. It's not my opinion. It's a fact. Black people, white people use drugs at similar rates. Black people get arrested for it 4 times more often. White people more likely to sell drugs, less likely to get arrested for selling drugs. Is that part of what goes into his analysis? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he thinks, well, that drug is one used by the undesirables. So there's a moral angle to that one. There's a moral aspect to that one. He's a bad person, man. That's all I have to say about this. And you could take your old school bullshit morality, good people don't smoke marijuana, and shove it up your ass, because that's apparently where your brain is too.